Hey, what's up, my bitches? No, I'm just playing, y'all. What's good? How you guys doing? You know what time it is. We back at it like a crack addict. Back at it like a bad habit. No, it's a good habit. Keep drawing. I am here. This is a shorter video. Um, I I'm just gonna briefly talk about what I'm doing here. I'm using a brush pen or brush ink brush to do freehand. I haven't done this in a couple of days because of work and life and practicing other things. I also been playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons in my free time, so that was super cool. And I start the way I'm starting this is normally I would pick a point of reference that I could imagine in my own head, and then I would just use that as my anchor point to kind of imagine my perspective. So here I want to draw a scene of this guy smoking and he's like walking with his homies. He's like a thug or a hooligan. Uh-oh, not that song. A hooligan, a dude straight chilling down the street. So I'm thinking this in a high angle camera, looking down, eye level above. So I'm just trying to imagine this scene as I go. It's a good mental exercise to do this. I'm still practicing and I'm learning a lot. And you guys will see that I'm constantly making mistakes because you often have to slow down and then plan ahead. So it's almost like measure twice or three times and cut once. And at the same time, I don't want to feel so stiff. So it's a hard balancing act. I don't want to think too much. I want to visualize before I approach my drawings. This is exercise that you guys can practice. I recommend trying to imagine a moment in your life throughout the week that you can remember. Or if that's too complicated, then try drawing your room or a part in your house that you can remember. Bathroom, kitchen, living room, whatever. Just take a moment to meditate, maybe even a minute. And I learned this from Tom Fox. He mentioned that you should take a minute to just meditate and visualize the thing that you were trying to draw. And I've noticed that it helped immensely. When I approach my drawings this way, I tend to not have to do a bunch of different drawings. Normally, I remember before I would do these pencil sketches and I would do them on Photoshop. I just go over constantly drawing the armature, drawing the pose, and I don't like that. I'm having to redraw the thing on top of it multiple times. And this helps me with my comic work. And this helps me with my sketch work. Anytime I have to design or I have to do demos, I can kind of show in one go. Now, of course, it's not perfect. Hey, I'm not Kim Jong-gi yet. Look, I'm getting balder, so I'm closer to getting like him. Okay, I'm almost there. Almost. No, not even almost. I'm just, hey, a little bit closer, little by little. But it helps me not worry so much about the next step of the process. I can just kind of stick with this and then add on top of it. And now instead of doing 3 or 4 drawings, I can just do 2 and it will be my final. So this would be my sketch. And then I would scan this, go over it to clean up lines and figure out forms better, figure out posing better. And it's just 2 drawings. It saves me a lot of time. And so that is what you guys are seeing. I had a few comments before. Some people were asking me, how do you find motivation to draw or maybe just to do anything, especially in times like this when the economy is so crazy, everything's so expensive, people are getting laid out of jobs, depression, sky high, social media is crazy. Where do you find the motivation? And so, real quick, I just want to say that my motivation, jokingly, I think I replied by saying me dying, like knowing that, or just like rent is enough motivation for me. I had a student ask me, like, where do you find motivation to keep going? And I said, well, I just said rent. Rent's due. But I jokingly, it was a joke, but the reality is that for me, I don't like the idea that I'm gonna leave this world without leaving something behind that people can see. Even if it's just one person, maybe it's my one of my family members, a friend, a sibling, or like my kids, just to perish without leaving something behind. I hate that idea. Like the fact that I'm gonna die without finishing the things that I told myself that I wanted to do ever since I was a kid is time's ticking. I don't like that idea. It kind of keeps me going. And I know there's people who think, well, what's the point if everything's gonna go to dust? You talk about leaving a legacy, like, bro, you're gonna perish one day. The earth is gonna go to shit. No one's gonna remember you. I mean, sure. So if that's the case, what else is there for me to do other than just keep going? Um, that's more of a motivation for me, right? If somebody's saying like, "Hey, the planet might blow up next month. Like, why do you do this? What's the point? Everything's just gonna decay." And I go, that's more of a reason why I do this. Because I've been blessed with life. I've been given a nose, a mouth. I could hear music. I could hear the voices of my loved ones. I have two hands. I could think. God, like I can do things that most people, oh, not most people, like there are people in worse positions who would kill to be in the position that I'm in. Sorry, I don't mean killing, but they would do anything to be in the position that I'm in, to have the freedom to do this. And so why not? So what if I die tomorrow? What if I die like in 6 hours? Then let me go out doing this and maybe it'll last. I think it'll last, even if it's for a couple of hours. Somebody might see it and somebody might relate to it. It's also the reason why I make these videos. Um, I don't expect to get millions of views, but maybe like 10 people. Maybe it speaks to them and it keeps them going. You you leave that spark for other people to keep pushing forward. Because at the end of the day, I believe that the reason why we're here is to help each other. As much as I could be, I could be a fucking asshole sometimes, man. I talk a lot of shit, but I do care. I genuinely care. And it's also the reason why I love experiencing things with people that I care about. Just like moments, especially stories. It's the reason why I love movies and art and video games. It's a shared experience that people can learn and grow from and relate to. It's the reason why I collect books. I mean, all those guys, some of the books that I have, all those guys are dead. But I find motivation from it. I find it inspiring to do the things that I promised myself that I would do. And yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. So it's less motivation and more just understanding that I have time. I can make time. As busy, I'm a little less busy now, but as busy as I was before, I could still make time to do things. And again, I've been blessed with limbs, a cognitive brain to a point, some level of thinking. So why not apply myself, even if it means it's gonna perish? So, and then in the moment, as I create, I discover things, I learn things, and I find that to be so cool. Just being in the moment and just going with the flow, making mistakes, learning. Yeah, I enjoy that. It's also the reason why I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. I love these shared experiences with my friends and my students, my loved ones, just sharing those moments with them, and they could look back in years' time and think about the fond memories. I really admire that, and I hope you guys can do. Hopefully, you guys start to cultivate that environment for people. If you're afraid of starting a YouTube video, I mean, shit, man, fucking do it. You don't know, you never know if who it might impact, if, who it might inspire. Again, even if it gets like 5, 10, 50 views, just do it for them. I know that with my stories, there's a kid out there or there's a person out there that like needed that, right? If I'm writing a book, making comics, like there's somebody out there that is gonna relate to that experience. With the advent of AI and all this crazy shit going on social media, human connection is more important than anything now. So I just want to leave it at that. Hope you guys have been good. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Keep on drawing, keep on creating. Create more, less consumption. All right, y'all, I love you. Peace.